All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto the Most High, His only begotten Son. Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rekak Radash. All right, double honors unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, Reuben Teach Well, Wabarak Thumb, unto the hopeful elect. All right, now today through the Spirit, I want to go into a video entitled Police State and Lockdown. Police State and Lockdown. You see, and we have so many things going on to where they could very easily have another one of those L downs, which we gotta say it, you know, I'm gonna put a lock and input down on the title because they flagged the video. But there's so much stuff happening to where they could easily have another lockdown because we have a lot of these protesters protesting, Trump getting a lot of these illegal immigrants out. The Northern Kingdom, they're all through Cali, and they was even down here in Texas and other parts of America protesting, right? And they're getting wildly, which a lot of it could be fake. You know, a lot of it could very easily be fake. You know, but either way, even if it is set up, Esau is still making chaos so he can bring order. Then you have this war happening, and you have a lot of whenever a lot of these immigrants are being let inside of America, a lot of these heathens that's a part of these nations that America's warring with, or that Israel is warring with, you know, they brought their ass over here. You see, that's why you have precepts like, I believe that's Jeremiah 51. The fanners shall come and fan Babylon. That's these foreigners. You see? So it's a lot of foreigners that could be some, what's the word I'm looking for? They could be some little, I forgot what the word is called, but basically, they're set up. A lot of them are set up they could bring some type of big chaotic terror event. You see, and make it to where they lock this thing down again. There's so many ways that another lockdown can happen, and we know we're close because there's already been a lot of military involvement from this migrant situation. And a lot of those places where the border is at, those borders, they got like military men over there. You see? So what's the result? What's going to happen out of all this? Eventually, it's going to be a lockdown. And once that lockdown happens, you know, we already got the setup for them to bring that Revelation 13 and 16, which is the mark, the MOTB. It's a physical mark that's going to be placed inside the hand or the forehead to make purchases, commerce, you know, concourse in society, all that, man. To basically, you know, have your medical information, all that stuff is going to be all on that Revelation 13 and 16, that mark, that charagma. You see, which is a physical mark. The R to the F to the I to the D, C to the H to the I to the P, right? And the problems to make that be mandated is already here, because we had this war happening right now. They're talking about ceasefiring, but we already know that doesn't matter. The only reason why the war is even being done in a manner as such is because the MOTB isn't mandated yet. Once the MOTB is mandated, then the Lord's got to fully kick off. So that's why it's a lot of proxies and it's a lot of ceasefire, or nations like bluffing, but they ain't really attacking for real. That's not going to happen until the MOTB gets mandated. But we're close to that. You see, you already have Elon is Link, Neuro, you know what? All right, that brain one. And then you're going to have many more. You have other countries like Sweden. They already have that. They're making purchases with the SIA inside of people's hand. Right? So we're close to them mandating that fully. And the reason why it's battle is because these nations are fighting over who's going to start it off. Everybody know everything is going to AI. But it's a fight over who's going to be leading it. Which America is like looked at as like, yeah, we're leading it. But other nations want to try and take that spot. Like China, you know, all these other nations, Russia, all these nations, they want to run it. You see, that's why they formed the BRICS, to try and get out of those sanctions and stuff, get out of those taxes that's being imposed on them. But at the end of the day, we know they're all going toward the same goal, which is that MOTB, that Revelation 13 and 16. You see? But the point is, the stage is set for that police state to happen. And then it's even a lot of plagues and stuff that's going on. Sicknesses that's been going out. People been asleep on that. A lot of it's been like at one point in time in these past couple of years, it's been so many new. It's probably been damn near double-digit plagues that's been coming out. The MPOX, you had different strains of the C19. You had different FLUs, the bird one. You had all types of stuff. It's been all these different ones coming out. Some stomach deals going on. It's been so many plagues that, hey man, cause like even with the C19, when they locked this thing down, C19 didn't even have that many death rates. So that just goes to show you that they can lock this thing down easily, man. You see? So there's a lot of plagues still out too. You see people are being affected with. You see? So we have that. We have the immigrant situation. And then we have this war where they can have, forgot what it's called, that word. But basically a lot of these guys can be set up to basically just make shit kick off. Maybe have another 9/11 type event or something like that, man. You see? Because like a lot of them are a part of those terrorist groups that are over there in the Middle East, over there in them different portions of Gaza and stuff. A lot of them are over here. They brought their ass over here amongst them immigrants. You see, so they're gonna spark up and do some shit. They could very well do that. You see, and then guess what? That's leading us into that 2nd Ezra 15 and 17. A man shall desire go into the city and shall not be able. We're very close to that police state. You see, according to prophecy, we're close to that police state, right? And Trump is trying to do that now, because they're gonna try and link us up with these guys, these foreigners doing all this bullshit. They're gonna do some shit, man. They're gonna try and link us to these guys. You see a lot of these militia groups and all these guys. A lot of these guys are a part of those things. They're over here right now. And as soon as the top elite have to say so, they'll launch some type of terrorist event and they can start rolling on the prophets, rolling on a lot of people that may have associated with prophets, and then they can lock this motherfucker down. And then try and say the only way you're going to be good is you got to take that Revelation 13 and 16 to know like your citizen, like to basically gain, to be able to be access to here, all that, man. That's why they even got that alligator Alcatraz thing that just got built. You know, that's an EMA camp, FEMA. I'm saying it like that because they flag videos, but EMA, but it's FEMA. It start with an F, right? They got those camps. That's nothing but an EMA camp. You see, and there's going to be more of those to be built. You see, because we're approaching that police state. Esau is feeling Revelation 12 and 12. The devil has come down into you having great wrath because he knoweth he have but a short time. Devil means deceiver. Esau is the ultimate deceiver on the planet Earth. He's a forger of lies. When he's ruling, he does nothing but rule in the spirit of Satan, being adverse to the Lord, being an enemy, right? And being contrary to what the Lord has set up. You see, he's an enemy. He's the ultimate enemy of you Israelites as well, right? So he's trying to destroy you and overthrow you. But it says the devil is going to come down having great wrath. So that means great destruction and judgment as a sword. He's going to come as a sword in these times, right? And that's going to come in the format of his militia, the military. It's going to come in the format of his weaponry he has, all these weapons he's using against people, so on and so forth. But we're approaching that police state. You see, which us in the know, we understand that this police state has to happen before we get the kingdom. So we're in a spirit of rejoicing. We know, okay, yep, once the Lord had this kickoff, then we know the kingdom can be established, right? So we need this hell to come. We need this police state to come, right, before we can get out of here. While others, they're trying to escape the judgment. They're like, no, we don't want it to happen like that. You see? But at the end of the day, we understand that if we want the kingdom to be established, this is what has to come first. The hell, the tribulation. Through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom. You see? Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison. There's going to be a persecution amongst believers, true believers. They're going to blame us with all these issues going on in the world. Right? That's also 2nd Ezra 16. It says there shall be an insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. That means a violent uprising. They're going to come against you, Israelites, you true believers. And even some people that associate with believers, they're going to come against you. You see? Because of what you believe in. And that's when we're going to have to stand on what we believe in faith. You see? But that police state and mandating is coming. that's speaking as a dragon. You see? Like laws where it's like basically what happened with COVID, with the C1. When that C19 L down happened, that violated all your so-called quote-unquote rights you had and stuff, man. Because what? We're approaching that time period of like the scriptures say, he's gonna speak as a dragon. He's gonna go back to the ancient, violent, rough, ancient Roman way. That savage. You know what I'm saying? Esau's gonna go back to that savage type of way of dealing, man. He's gonna be tossing Jake in the jail, killing him, doing all types of stuff. But we're approaching that time, that police military state. That's why I even had that I believe it was the mayor or governor in Florida. He was basically speaking about like how don't bring that protest and shit over here because I might give my cops the ability to kill and to do whatever it needs required. If you throw bricks or do anything to them, they're gonna be allowed to kill you. So they're going to that level. And even Trump pushed was working on a bill where it was kind of alluding to that. So what that governor was saying in Florida. So that military and police state is very close, man. So it's not nothing for us to be fearful of because Yahweh Shem Shai is going to be with us in that time. And he's going to lift up a standard to protect us. But for these people outside this truth, they got it coming, man. You see? But anyways, Lord willing, this quick lesson edified. I like to end it all by saying, call Allah, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Workak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of Great Millstone, Room Teach World. Next time, come out, Shalom.